This is the most important music in the whole episode. Hey everyone, I'm Joshburger. I talk about RWBY and music. I'm about to watch RWBY Volume 7 Chapter 1 for the 3rd time, and I'm gonna be taking a close look at the scores this time and commenting it. As you can see, I have a little list here of the leitmotifs and themes that occur throughout the episode. So we are at 16 seconds, and in a minute we'll get an Atlas theme. Lots of fanfare because of the ships, you know, it's very military. Makes sense, makes sense.
Manta 5-1.
And this is Mantle theme, 33 seconds.
Please continue your approach to Atlas Docking Bay Omega 12.
I'm not so sure.
Here we get Atlas theme.
I've never seen our forces deployed so aggressively before.
But it's
if we
very
land
weird.
in a stolen ship, there's no way the security
It's
team
got
will
lots
let us
of
anywhere
augmented
near
stuff.
Ironwood.
And
They might even take me back to my father.
lots of minor major
So, Winter.
which very resemble Bartleby theme very much.
You don't
And
have to tell me
if you've
twice.
guessed, this episode is completely scored by Alex Abraham. Mantle theme again. Oh, this is great. This is great because we get very gloomy piano chords, and we get this filtered drum kit. I don't know, it just basically you take a drum kit and you only take the mid section of the frequencies, and it works very well for an urban, almost futuristic and gloomy vibe. I want to think of some examples, but I'll give them later probably. It suits the vibe of Mantle very well, especially the doom and gloom of the piano chords. The piano chords are so delicate. I love them. They remind me of Halo Wars. It's worth noticing that the environmental shots change in rhythm with the chords. We're about to get Atlas again.
Many describe these as uncertain times, and while that may be the case,
So this is a little glimpse of Atlas, and it's nice that we get an Atlas theme right here, because it's he's obviously in Atlas. I don't think he's in Mantle, so it's kind of nice to see a little peak of Atlas from Mantle. You know, it's a very nice touch to have Atlas theme with the screen. You know, it makes me think a lot more. You know, I didn't notice this contrast between, okay, this screen is a Mantle, but it's like the recording is happening in Atlas. Lots of contrast. I love it. Lots of contrast. You can see it here. Atlas Mantle, Atlas Mantle, Atlas Mantle. You know, it's made on purpose.
remain safe. That is my promise.
James, what have you been doing?
Back to Mantle theme, I suppose. Yeah. These are kind of cheery
This isn't right.
chords.
None of it.
It's kind of like the people are able to live here, you know. It's dramatic because of course they don't live in Atlas, but there are cheery, more tranquil chords that just sound like people can still live here, you know. They make a living. People walk around, people tease the drones with stones and stuff. Things are bad, but the people of Mantle can make a living.
A reminder.
Here it is.
Failure to cooperate with Atlas military personnel is a punishable offense. If your sector is under
Winter?
lockdown, please ask...
No offense, what?
No, da, 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 da. Who's getting Volume 3 Crow vs. Winter flashbacks, eh? I already made a video analyzing with this team. It's a very bad video, don't watch it, honestly. Great marketing, Josh. It's very reminiscent of Weiss's theme, but it's kind of flipped in a way. And I go more into detail in family leitmotifs in my first ever RWBY analysis. But this time, we don't get a whole orchestra, we just get a lonely little trumpet. And it's fitting to use a brass instrument, since it looks like Winter has been militarized. She was already, of course, very strict, you know, when we saw her in Volume 3. But here, Weiss seems to be surprised at how militarized Winter is. This is backed up by the trumpet that plays Winter's theme. Yeah, this part didn't make sense to me at all. I thought, did they land that ship in a fucking alleyway? But then it made sense when they were running towards the... Like, they probably landed in a square and then hid off in inside an alleyway. So it's really good that they had these soldiers say they landed over there, because otherwise I would have been so confused. Like, did they land on a building? What? Hill is here. Robin Hood. Everyone probably immediately noticed this picture, right? And then that's the same person. Robin Hill, actually. You can actually see her name in this poster, Robin Hill. The council. I wonder if she's part of the council, or if she is just a part of Mantle. Maybe she's a representative of Mantle in the castle. Robin Hood didn't have that much power, I remember. He was just like a commoner, but, you know, who could lead people. So I'm not sure. Maybe she's a council member. I am really interested in seeing her. I am so pleased to see that Robin Hood, such an interesting character, is represented in the Atlas story arc. I'm very excited to see that. And I really want to know her theme. That's gonna be really interesting. I love it. This is the most important music in the whole episode. So we're not getting any more prompts about Atlas, apart from the drones, but that picture that the drone just took, it's gonna become important later. I bet your ass. We're not getting any more Atlas glimpses like we got from Ironwood. So right now we're getting lots of mantle cores, until we get to Pietro.
A home in the clouds is about as bright as it gets.
Atlas is the greatest kingdom in the world, all right?
Hey, the title of the episode.
And no more heavy lifting, you hear?
Okay, we're already getting some Pietro theme. This lady looks like Cammy, or kind of. I thought, oh, she looks like Cammy just because these little horns. Oh no, they're ears. They look like teddy bear ears. That's really cute. Also, Pietro's chair looks like it's been made by Cammy, or maybe Cammy's ears have been made by Pietro, you know, and he also made the chair. It just, I don't know, this weird connection between Cammy from Genlock and Pietro. So we've been getting some Pietro themes from 54.
And no more heavy lifting, you hear?
Ah, it's good to see you again, old friend.
Even the color scheme, it's perfect. White, dark green, and very bright yellow. Sparks off so much Cammy vibes.
Seems like Pietro's theme right now is based on very cheery and tranquil, welcoming
Much more complicated
instruments.
He likes to keep a low profile.
Take a hint, lady. It's Geppetto, man. Come on, from Pinocchio.
Something I've come to realize none of you know anything about.
Oh wait, we got some Maria themes. I didn't even realize.
Jokers.
And
At the time, I thought they might need my
6:58.
guidance while fighting a little sphinx.
Oh, did they?
No. They
That's
had
weird.
much more
I did not recognize that. I don't remember Maria's theme at all.
And this
It
is
just seems like
impatient.
nice, welcoming music,
Need to
you know,
introduce one of
for a
Atlas's
homey place like the
brightest
pharmacy.
minds.
What exactly has been happening here?
Silence, perfect.
The fall of Beacon took a toll on all of us.
For the beacon.
James was no different. I couldn't tell you exactly what
Atlas
it was
theme?
he saw there, but it changed him. Someone completely dismantled Atlas security code.
Dismantle.
Made it a plaything and made us look like traitors to some and buffoons to everyone
Full of
else.
beacon theme.
Whoever managed to do that is either a genius or one of our own. I fear the answer may be both, and so does the general.
Maybe Atlas is...
Changirak told me that this theme comes from a specific moment in Volume 3 after the fight between Pyrrha and Penny. And I'll link that in the description so you can take a look at where it actually comes from. He's got the episodes with score only, which is very interesting. So yeah, check it out. Even right now, just look at it. It only lasts a few seconds, then come back.
Isn't as safe as we thought.
After we came all this way, we can't just leave, can we?
How does the council feel about all of this?
Listen.
Or Winter Schnee? Do you know anything about her?
Well, the council's so scared they'll agree to whatever he wants. Though some representatives from Mantle are.
These chords are also played in the first minute when Weiss says,
I've never seen our forces deployed so aggressively before. If we land in a stolen ship, there's no way the security team will let us anywhere near Ironwood. They might even take me back to my father.
I thought it was a weird theme about Weiss because every time Weiss speaks we get these long minor major seventh chords that kind of resemble Bartleby somehow. I don't know why, but I guess it's now Alex's staple for mystery. From Alex's perspective, it was just an Atlas theme with a mysterious vibe to it. So that's why you get these creepy violin lines that resemble Bartleby theme, which is a great theme that I analyzed. Go check it out.
Wait, what was it that you were trying to say?
No
about
music,
yourself?
perfect.
You painted it.
Tension. We don't know what's going on. Is he a traitor?
Is everything okay?
You're Team RWBY.
He's not a traitor. All right.
Oh my girl.
I thought, oh my god, they're famous. And then he talks about his daughter, and I'm like, oh my god, his hair. They just turned him black. He didn't look white. He looked tanned. He didn't look this black though. He didn't look this colored. But yeah, I really love his design. I really love it. He looks like a best dad.
Your daughter?
Now this note is that.
Wait.
Oh.
Well, we didn't come this far to film now.
Amazing. This is so hyped. I'm pretty sure this song is from Jeff.
Hey!
Now, Jeff also does the little filtered drums thing, but he does it for a very different reason. He makes the drums are a lot more saturated and distorted, and they kind of sound like they're coming through a radio, which is the radio effect. You know, it's so good for making big impressions. And now when the actual drums come in with all the frequencies, with all the natural frequencies, then it feels so full. Hey everyone, here I've got some normal ass drums and just a normal drum hit. I'm gonna add some reverb to give all the drum hits a tail of some sort of echo, and I'm gonna make those echoes way louder with a compressor, which makes everything loud. And then I'm gonna distort that with overdrive to give it that crunchy effect, and then restrict its frequencies, taking off the bass and the treble, giving it that radio effect that works so well in Alex's Rocky song. I thought it was very proggy at first. I thought it was trying to do some weird quintuplet, septuplet kind of rhythms with those chords, with a ride at the start. But then it sounds very rocky, but like kind of Eric Clapton kind of rocky, you know? Which is a great vibe. We haven't gotten that vibe very much from Jeff. We get some metal vibes because the guitar is tuned so low. So this sounds a lot more like metal. We should be getting some Cowbell! Yes, that's the best part about this song. Cowbell. I'm gonna go back and listen out for Red Like Roses. Is that here? Yeah, I think we get some strings that play the melody from Red Like Roses. Da, 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 da. Yeah. If you listen very carefully, you can hear some string going da 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 da. So subtle. Why did Alex even do that? That's great. It's great detail. But if you didn't write that down here, I would have never noticed. Even like looking at this like 5 times in a row. At first, I thought this was a villain. A new villain. But the music is so happy. It's either Superman or Penny. Wow. It's just like a trailer. In every trailer you get the RWBY girls against the moon. Apart from Yang, you get Yang against the light. And now you get Penny against the moon. That's so wholesome. She's a part of the team now. And it makes sense because in the Aesops there's 5 members, and now there's RWBY and Penny. Oh, I didn't know this, but this theme is very well established. Not very well established, but it's been heard before.
Penny.
I love the music here.
Doc,
so delicate.
Why don't you?
And she is so delicate, isn't she? Ch2, he has a video where he compares a past theme of Penny from RWBY Chibi. Right after that, he plays this Powerpuff Girl theme associated to Penny, which is very interesting. I love this little theme. It kind of reminds me of a very futuristic, happy robot kind of thing, like Teenage Robot or whatever, or Robot Boy, you know, that kind of stuff. Especially with her like thrusters being under her feet. Well, of course, she's not hiding that she's a robot anymore. I guess hiding that she was a robot was only an experiment. I remember.
But we were able to recover her core from Amity Arena.
This is Pietro's theme?
Way back to Atlas. It took me some time, but
I'm as good as new. No,
this is Penny's theme. I cannot tell them apart.
Strangely wholesome.
Sounds like Penny to me.
But we're gonna get lots more Penny and Pietro themes throughout the volume, so it's not gonna be a problem.
It seems we will have to wait. I can't tell if I completely understand what's going on,
Lol.
or have
Me.
a million questions.
and thankfully, I have about 1,000 answers. But
Which is funny because that's only like 1% of the questions that she has. You know, 1,000,000 and 1,000. 1,000 isn't that big compared to 1,000,000.
Get out of this weather first.
I have absolutely no idea who that child was. Is she important somehow?
See, funny thing is that Ren notices this. This is probably like an Aesop's semblance, and Ren is not above it. Ren, he just needs more of a reflex.
Good work, team. Hey, what's
Aesop's
going
theme.
on?
1420.
Hey, pal, I'm a licensed huntsman. Just help save everyone.
So cringy, which makes sense. It makes sense. The music is like cringily like superhero, like which makes sense. This guy is Superman in a cringy way.
Let's get them loaded into the next transport.
Please! We were just trying to help!
I feel like he should be more muscular. He should have more lines on his biceps and stuff. He'd look more like a superhero.
Now this...
And that's it.
This is much closer to what I was expecting.
The rest is the opening. But yeah, that's it. That's my opinion on the music on the first chapter. If there are any details that I missed, I'd love to make a separate video on them. If this goes well, I'd love to do it for the other chapters. You guys know that I have lots more in-depth analyses about Tyrion's theme, which is definitely going to become important in this chapter. Which means that until chapter 2, you guys can surf my channel and, I don't know, pick something you like.
Bye, friends.